Good morning. Today is the 28th day of October. Time is 9 o'clock. The Board of Commissioners is in session to conduct its weekly open meeting. Hello. All three commissioners are present. We also have with us, starting over here, introduce yourself. We'll get a roll here.
Amy Taylor, Prosecutor's Office. Brad Smith, Assessor's Office.
Carly Rowe, R Plus Energies.
Jeremy Chu, Gibbons Birchley.
Logan Weiss Hersler, Prosecutor's Office.
Robert Berry, Prosecutor's Office.
James Williams, R Plus Energies.
Paul Collins, Homer.
Elizabeth Duncan, Communications.
Brent Danielson, Development Services.
Aaron Vandenberg, Renewable Northwest.
Cynthia Gibson, Idaho Conservation League.
Scott Bandy, Prosecutor's Office.
Heather McCarthy, Prosecutor's Office.
Holly Cool, Prosecutor's Office.
Jan Bennett, Ada County Prosecutor.
Sherry Morgan, Prosecutor's Office.
And we have a real IT guy.
Josh Leonard, Clark Wardle.
Actually, we're Prosecutor's Office.
Katie Reed, Clerk's Office.
Beth Ma, Treasurer.
Well, thank you. Madam Clerk, are there any changes to the agenda?
There are.
Okay, I would accept the motion.
Mr. Chairman, first, the daily agenda, we need to eliminate the 9:30 legal staff meeting because it's been canceled. So I move to amend the daily agenda to remove the 9:30 legal staff meeting.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We've removed that from the daily agenda. All right, the first item up is an employee recognition.
We need to change the other agenda.
Which one?
Remove for our agenda today. It's the treasurer's office.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd accept the motion.
So we have, from the agenda today, I move to amend the agenda to remove the listed items under the Treasurer's Office, Roman numeral 6-9, at the request of the Treasurer.
Second.
So we're removing all of those items under 6.
Okay. All right, you've heard a motion. We're removing the treasurer's items, the two deeds. And been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Motion carries. Any other changes to the daily or to our open business meeting before we proceed with the open business meeting? Hearing none, we'll proceed then. Our first item of business is an employee recognition. I'll read the recognition. On behalf of Ada County and the Ada County Prosecutor's Office, we want to express our deepest gratitude for the 30 years of exceptional service. Sherry's sharp legal mind, consistently high-quality work, and clear, timely communication have been invaluable to the elected offices and departments she serves and to our entire team. Sherry approaches every matter with professionalism, sound judgment, and a collaborative spirit that makes her a trusted partner across the county. Sherry's ability to work seamlessly with county departments, distill complex issues, and deliver dependable guidance has strengthened both our operations and our public service. Colleagues rely on her expertise and integrity, and her steady presence has made a lasting difference in the civil division to the Ada County as a whole. Thank you for 3 decades of unwavering dedication, excellence, and commitment to Ada County. We celebrate this milestone with sincere appreciation and look forward to continuing to work with you. Is there anyone from the prosecutor's office wish to say a few words? Oh, Jan.
If I may. Thank you, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. I appreciate the board also sharing in our dedication to Sherry and her 30 years is pretty incredible. So thank you for doing this. We're going to recognize her as well this week at our own in-house service award on Friday. So we'll do another round of this. But I just want to say that I've worked with Sherry for her entire career. Having just celebrated 30 years last year, we're really close in time. And I have seen her in all situations. I saw her from the criminal side when I was in the criminal division, and now for the last over 11 years as Ada County Prosecutor, watching her work. And she's amazing. I couldn't say enough kind things about her. She is professional, she has integrity, she works extremely hard. And I can't think of a complex, challenging issue that I would not trust her with. I trust her with any project, anything that is hard, she digs in and she figures it out, and she gives great advice. And I also frankly appreciate her support. And I've seen her in so many challenging situations, and I'm just really proud of how she's handled them. She's done an incredible job under difficult circumstances, and I just appreciate it more than I could say.
Thank you. Anyone else from the prosecutor's office or any other office that's had to deal with Sherry like to say a few words? Okay, well, I want to thank you personally. I missed the battles with the insurance, with the hospitals, but we got to sort of bookend that.
Yeah.
A little bit anyway. Okay, well, let's.
Mr. Chairman?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Just a quick note, I have a young grandson that's in elementary school, so I need to consult with Sherry on Gonzaga's ability to grant an elementary student a law degree.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's go out in the hallway here. We got a bigger crowd, and we'll take a photo. We'll take a photo and give her her award. Sherry. Yeah. Doesn't feel like that long.
Make sure that I have the snacks you can see. No, I checked with the legislators in District 28.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's good. Then Mary was organized
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, that was gonna. They've been tremendous. Ordinance. She had a commission. Has been restricted to the draft with numbers. I was hoping to see it later when we could get this right. Just do the puppy.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
I like that.
No, the reality is, when I was there on last week,
Did you?
I wasn't able to run a very good hike. This never ran my 4 years.
How are you?
Yeah. It's really easy in this town. Like, kind of renegade trails, but they're really good.
Yeah.
And it's right there.
That's right. Yes.
Good.
It was really good.
Okay, we have some unfinished business that we'll take up. I will accept the motion to remove the unfinished business from the table.
I'll move to remove the unfinished business from the table for consideration.
Second motion.
Okay, any further discussion? You've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we have up for consideration, application 2024-02581, ZOA, Ada County Development Services. Oh yeah, you got one of these last week.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, Stacy Dupree with Development Services. I missed the little roll call, so just to let people know who I am. So yes, before you is just kind of the basic outline of what was proposed from our last public meeting on September 30th, I believe. Yeah. And so we did just kind of an outline of what the commissioners had directed staff to amend in the zoning ordinance. So we did replace Scrivener edits throughout the document. We did add the private property language that the Planning and Zoning Commission had requested, which is on page 2 and 3 in the final document. We added the subsection 82-31, 10 Mile Creek Overlay District as a reserved chapter in the zoning ordinance that we will, as staff, will flesh out later. That's on page 5 for the directory, and then page 70 as the reserve chapter. We removed multifamily as a conditional use in the limited office, C1 and C2 zoning districts in the allowed use table. And there were also some Scrivener errors in the conditional use table that were cleaned up. We removed the language requiring connection to city services within 300 feet if a septic system fails. There were like 2 locations, so those have both been removed. Or any reference, if there were more, I remember at least 2. We removed language restricting landscape watering between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. And then we added the following language to specific standards for centralized power facility. This involves the solar facilities not to be located on prime farmland of statewide importance and farmland of local importance, unless it can be demonstrated that the land is not economically viable for agricultural production through one or more of the following. And so we did kind of do that that we heard from your meetings, and that is the NRCS or Qualified Soil Scientist determination that mapped prime soils on the site are not functioning as prime due to drainage, flooding, salinity, slope, or other limiting conditions. The second is documented crop yields from the parcel, verified through farm records or USDA Risk Management Agency data, show sustained production below 50% of the county average yield for the same crop type over the past 5 consecutive years. A profitable analysis using state extension service enterprise budgets or equivalent sources demonstrates that average net returns per acre over the past 5 years are either negative or more than 25% below benchmark enterprise budgets for the predominant crops. The soils in question have a productivity rating below the regional benchmark commonly used to identify high-value agricultural soils. So those were kind of the unique identifiers that someone would have to prove in order to be able to do solar facilities on prime farmland of any of those outlined features. So we also added specific standards for centralized power facility in section 8454D to include financial surety language. So financial surety, timing. Prior to issuance of any grading or building permits, the applicant shall provide irrevocable financial assurance in an amount sufficient to cover the full estimated cost of decommissioning and reclamation. Cost estimates. A decommissioning cost estimate shall be prepared by an independent professional engineer approved by the county. The county reserves the right to require peer review by a county selected engineer at the owner or applicant's expense. Acceptable forms of security. A standby letter of credit, a bond, or another form of security acceptable to Ada County, provided the county finds that such security provides equivalent or greater protection. Requirements. The financial assurance shall name Ada County as the sole beneficiary, be assured by a financial institution with a minimum A rating from S&P Global Ratings, Moody's Investors Services, Fitch Ratings, AM Best, or another nationally recognized rating agency. Include an automatic extension provision, it's an evergreen clause, ensuring continuous coverage for the life of the project. I think that's supposed to be be bankruptcy remote, ensuring that the security remains fully enforceable regardless of the insolvency or bankruptcy of the project owner or operator. B, in a form of amount approved by the county prior to issuance of any grading or building permit. Phasing. The county may approve phased or staged surety amounts based on the life cycle stage of the solar facility, provided that the security is sufficient to cover decommissioning of the constructed phases at all times. Adjustment. The amount of the security shall be reviewed and adjusted at least once every 5 years or sooner if the facility undergoes material modifications using the UP GDP implicit price deflator, or another inflationary index acceptable to the county. County cost recovery. The financial assurance shall also cover administrative, legal, engineering, and contracting costs incurred by the county in carrying out decommissioning should the county draw upon the security. Annual reporting. The facility owner operator shall provide an annual report to Ada County documenting the current status and amount of the financial assurance, updated decommissioning cost estimates, and any supporting documentation. A description of changes in facility configuration or ownership affecting decommissioning obligations, and confirmation of continued operation in compliance with this section. And I apologize, this is pretty long, but we wanted to be pretty specific, so. County inspection and enforcement rights. The county shall have the right to inspect the facility and financial assurance documentation at any time during the construction, operation, or decommissioning to ensure compliance. The applicant shall provide requested documentation within 30 days of county request. Failure to comply may result in permit suspension, enforcement action, or access to the financial assurance to complete required work. Successor liability. All decommissioning obligations and financial assurance requirements shall run with the land and shall be binding upon the owners, successors, and assigns. No transfer, assignment, or sale of ownership or controlling interest shall relieve any party of decommissioning obligations without the express written consent of Ada County. Successor owners or operators shall provide proof of compliant financial assurance prior to transfer. Triggering of decommissioning and abandonment. Decommissioning shall be required upon the earlier of cessation of electrical generation for a continuous period of 12 months, unless the operator demonstrates to the county satisfaction that the facility will resume commercial operation, or expiration or termination of the conditional use permit. If the facility ceases operation for 12 months, the county may issue a notice of abandonment if the owner-operator does not demonstrate intent to recommence operation or begin decommissioning within 90 days of notice. The county may access the financial assurance to complete decommissioning. Default. Failure to maintain required financial assurance constitutes a violation of this ordinance and grounds for suspension or revocation of the conditional use permit. Upon default, Ada County may draw upon the financial assurance to complete decommissioning and site restoration. The county shall have full discretion in use of security funds to complete or contract for decommissioning activities. And the last one is transfer of ownership. Any transfer or assignment of ownership of an approved solar facility shall be contingent upon the successor owner-operator providing financial assurance meeting all requirements of this section with no lapse in coverage. The next item was the clarification when ATF written approval is required for shooting ranges, and that was on page 177 in the change document. We also increased the notice radius for centralized power facilities, solar facilities, to 1 mile at the direction of the commission. We added the definitions for farmland of statewide importance and farmland of local importance, which is in the definition sections. We updated language tables, board and P&Z responsibilities and changes regarding areas of city impact to area of impact, which is consistent with the new legislation that went into effect this year. Excuse me. There was language change throughout the document from area of city impact to area of impact, which is not shown in red line strike through, but was considered part of the Scribner errors. And then lastly, we updated requested language for the Spring Rock planned community to be in line with this new proposed zoning ordinance. And I would stand for any questions.
Okay, any questions?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, go ahead.
so on the firearm section there that we had you work on, the intent of that was to not require any business to have to do anything unless specifically required by the ATF. So the question is firearms or ammunition being manufactured, repaired, sold, or stored on site Are all 4 of those required by the ATF?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Davidson, I actually cannot answer that question. Maybe Axe can help me with that. I know Richard kind of looked into that matter.
If Richard looked into it, I think that's the language Richard wanted. I don't personally know. I'd have to look at the statutes too, but I believe based on your direction, we're trying to make it so if they're not doing certain things that the ATF wants to look into and regulate, they don't need to have ATF approval. And so I think those things that are listed are kind of what ATF, if they're doing something like that, ATF wants to know.
Okay.
All right, any other questions? Any other questions?
No, just a comment though.
Okay,
that I
go ahead.
I appreciate the staff working with, there was some ambiguity in what my request was in terms of the definition of siting solar on farmland. And I think this does that. It allows private property rights as well as the development rights. So I think this, and we will see as we move through it, if it threads the needle sufficiently. If not, we'll come back and address it again.
Yes, we will. Thank you, Mr. Commissioner Davis.
So commissioners, if you're happy with the changes to the ordinance, there's a clean copy of the ordinance for you to approve and sign, and we can get it published and get this new zoning ordinance in effect with our applications going forward.
Well, I think it's appropriate at this point in time to at least make comment that this is not just a solar ordinance. It appears as though it might be, but it's not. And it was probably the one that's most discussed. And I think that's one part of what because I think at one of our meetings, some people had the idea that, well, there'll be no more solar in Ada County, and that wasn't the intent. And the intent was to clear it up, to demonstrate that there is capability under certain circumstances.
That's correct.
So,
Mr. Chairman?
yes,
That's why I brought this.
that's what we're actually proving right there.
This is what we're approving. So it's not just a solar, and that is not all solar.
That's right, that's right. It has a new section that regarding solar. This never been there before. But anyway, I wanted to clear that up because it makes it appear as though, in fact, our room looks as though this is maybe just about solar. Well, it's not. There's a whole bunch of other things that we're doing here. And this is also a document that is changed periodically over time anyway, because we're all just human beings and sometimes we make mistakes.
That's correct. As we go forward with this new ordinance in effect, then we'll see where it works, where it doesn't work, and we can, staff probably will recommend changes, or the public always has the right to
Sure.
ask for amendments to the
Well, and we also, on one of the very first items, Scrivener errors. Well, those are human mistakes.
Yes.
They are, and no matter how many times we've gone through,
Oh, yeah.
I still fail
Yeah,
more,
so,
so.
well, anyway, I just want to make that clear. This is not just a solar ordinance. It may appear to be, but it's not. It's a whole
At
bunch
your
of-
last meeting, that was the issue, was everybody, at the last public hearing you had after you closed testimony, the motion was unclear exactly what you were doing with solar, and it appeared everybody believed you were prohibiting solar on pretty much everywhere in Ada County where it was prime farmland. And so we
wanna make
came
clear-
back with those changes that you required us to do,
To make sure that was clear.
and make sure that was, you direct us, you gave us specific direction, which we have added into the ordinance that Stacy just read, on what they can do to, even though it may be classified as prime farmland, they can show one of those 4 or 5 things. You can approve it through, it's still going through the CU process. But at least they can show you that this land is not prime farmland because of those certain characteristics.
Yeah, that's a good clarification as well. They will all go through the normal CE process anyway, so.
That's correct.
All right, any other discussion? Hearing none, I will accept a motion.
I move that we approve application, or 2024-025881-ZOA, Ada County Development Services, Board's revisions of the Planning and Zoning Ordinance amendments, and repeal and replace Title 8 of the Ada County Code.
Is there a second to the amendment?
I'll second that.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve application 202402581, ZOA Ada County Development Services. Any further discussion before we vote? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Commissioner.
everyone. Thank you.
And thank you for all the interest.
Yeah. Okay, next on our agenda is okay. Now we get to new business. Oh, new business. We have an opening of a bid. Go ahead.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Before you this morning, under new business, is the bid opening for bid 26003, the Ada County Victim Services Tenant Improvement 2026. And we received 12 bids for this project. And if you're ready for us to open, Robin has our bonfire e-procurement system all queued up.
Well, let's fire up bonfire.
All righty. So, Mr. Chairman, as the title suggests, this is a tenant improvement at the Ada County Victim Services Center that will be improving a large meeting room, treatment rooms, and a kitchen, and also storage. Today we'll be looking for the name of the bidder, total bid amount, and that total bid amount will have a base bid plus a $40,000 owner's contingency.
Okay.
When Robin brings this up, we'll have the Excel spreadsheet up there with the total bids at the top of the spreadsheet here.
Okay.
Okay, we have 12 bidders. Our first bidder is Alpine Construction Management, and they have a total bid amount of $289,421. Barrier Building with a total bid amount of $295,000. Bill Corporation with a bid of $295,000. Caliente Construction with a total bid amount of $304,122. Gapper Construction Incorporated with a total bid of $291,600. K2 Construction Incorporated with a total bid amount of $350,645. Optimum Build Group, they have a bid amount of $339,999. Radix Construction, they have a total bid amount of $322,542. Scott Hedrick Construction, $308,000. Triple G Construction Incorporated, they have a total bid amount of $230,884. Veritas FSC, they have a total bid amount of $252,952. And rounding out our group is Verticon Corporation, and they have a total bid amount of $269,341.47. Those are our 12 bidders, and we'll need a little time to review these bids. And we'd like to request that this be tabled for award recommendation to the November 4th, 2025 open business meeting.
Okay. Any other questions or discussion? All right, I'll accept the motion.
I'll move to table the award of bid 26003, Ada County Victim Services Center tenant improvements to November 4th, 2025.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Commissioners.
Thank you. All right, next up's the clerk's office. Do we have anybody from the clerk's office? Oh, yeah, we do. Go ahead.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. We are a week away from Election Day, as you know. Turnout so far, we've issued just over 18,000 absentee ballots. We've received about 7,700 of those back so far. So being that last Friday was the deadline to request an absentee ballot, the only options for folks who haven't done that to vote would be to vote in person, whether that be at one of our early voting sites or in person at their precinct on election day. As far as kind of some hot spots we're seeing in regards to turnout, it's pretty much Boise and Star are the hot spots we're seeing, and I think we know that Boise City Council has a contested race in it, as well as the Star.
They have several.
Several.
races.
As far as the Star fire levy, and so we are looking forward to executing our.
Well, there's two other levies on the ballot as well, the one in Meridian and Boise.
Yep, that's right. We're just not seeing as much turnout for those locations, but that could obviously change on election day. But we're looking forward to executing our election in our new space.
Yes. Yes, which we've now toured and authorized the use of it.
Yes, we enjoyed having you all out there
Yes,
last week. That was
great.
fun. Our LNA, our logic and accuracy test is on Thursday for any members of the public who would want to attend that as well.
Okay. It's always nice to go to an LNA.
Mhm.
Yeah, how many early votes, how many early voting? Is there a lot of early voting going on?
We've had just over 6,500 people vote early in person. So we're excited to see people taking advantage of our expanded early voting locations. It's been a good use of our resources, so.
Where's most of the early voting occurring?
Most of it's at Benjamin, followed by Boise City Council. We're having a lot of folks vote at Bound Crossing, so we're excited that that's become a permanent site. That's kind of a surprise for us this time, but good to have those folks there permanently, so.
How do we determine when to start the early voting?
Well, we have a choice, right? We can go up to, I believe it's 4 weeks, but we just determined that 2 weeks is sufficient, and based on the turnout that we've seen, that's worked well for us, so.
Well, I think that's probably wise, because I've seen in some states when they go 4 weeks or more, and it changes the complexion, because different things come out during a campaign. They find out things that they didn't know, and they already cast their votes. I just think that early voting, we ought to limit that. I'm glad we only limit it to 2 weeks. Maybe
Yeah,
we
and
ought to squeeze that up a little more.
Yeah, 2 weeks for this election, so.
Okay, any questions or anything from the clerk's office? All right, well, thank you. Now, you do have some catering permits and licenses.
Just a few.
Couple. All right, we have 10 catering permits and new license. Any questions or issues with any of the catering permits or new licenses? I'll accept the motion.
I move to approve the catering permits and new license as listed on the agenda, and authorize the chair to sign the appropriate documents on behalf of the board.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Now we have a claims journal. Any questions or issues on any of the claims journal? I'll accept the motion.
I'll move to authorize payment of claims on the Claims Journal dated October 28th, 2025.
I second the motion.
28 or 24?
24.
October 24, 2025.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, Development Services, we have Hazel Center subdivision number 2. Aha. This is all ready for final approval.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we do that after the meeting.
Yep.
Okay, is there any questions or issues on the approval of this subdivision? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion to approve Hazel Center sub number 2, the final plat for one commercial lot.
I move to approve the final plat for application number 201900512-S, Hazel Center subdivision number 2, and authorize the chair to sign and stamp the final plat on behalf of the board.
Second. Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Okay, now we have a grant. Grant to award Violence Against Women Justice for Family grant. No, there's no county match funds, and this is for a period 10/1 to 9/30. Is there any questions or issues on this VOCA grant? This is the VOCA grant. correct? Okay. Is there any questions or issues on this? All right, I'll accept a motion.
I'll move to approve grant award number 2503-B as listed on the agenda and authorize the trial court administrator, Sandra Barrios, to electronically sign the acceptance.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion, all in favor say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, next up we have the assessor's office. Oh, we have somebody here from the assessor's office.
Morning.
Go ahead, Brad, how are you this morning?
Yeah, I got a couple things on the docket this morning.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah, first thing, let's see, where do we want to start? We did hire our new assistant chief deputy. Her first day was yesterday. She's in the new employee orientation today, so next week I'll be bringing her through for introductions. It's Kathleen Ireland, and she worked at the Idaho State Tax Commission. And she actually used to work with Ada County years ago, so it's a real honor to have her back on our team.
She's coming full circle.
She is. She's coming back home.
Well, good.
Team
Good.
Ada.
Well, good.
And she was a
Good.
property tax policy specialist over there.
Oh.
And just really she testified over the legislature. She's a certified IAAO student. I mean, just our instructor. And so we're just over the moon to get her back on our team. So you're going to see some big changes. Yeah, so we're super
Great.
excited about that.
Well, great. That'll make your job a little tougher, won't it?
It will for a little bit, getting her knowledge up to date as
All
far as
right,
our
well,
office,
good.
but-
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
We look forward to meeting her.
Yeah. In regards, we do have a use of CAMA capital project funds on there. That was my lesson to be learned on our EOE budget requests that we had, so that they don't roll similar to the CIP. So I'm gonna get that corrected. The good news is, even after all the money's kind of rolled around, we're still gonna be coming in far under budget when we're done with the consultant. But that motion will require approval of you guys, so I'm hoping you're supportive for that.
So our first item we need to approve is the use of CAMA capital project funds.
Correct.
For the consulting
And
fee.
you should have a motion for that.
Yeah, do we have a motion?
I move to approve the use of CAMA capital project funds for consulting fees.
I'll second that.
Okay, any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for approving
Now we
that.
have,
Mr. Chairman?
yeah,
Question on that. You're working with, still working with the state to try to make sure that they aren't, we're not on different pages as we move forward and they move forward, correct?
Yeah, so we are in contact with the state, so we have 4 members that are directly involved with the RFP. So we're working together, and hopefully, like in the end, we want this all to come full circle and
Right.
everyone be on the same board. So assuming everyone has the same agenda, I think that'll happen. But yes, we're in contact with them over there, so doing the best we can. So.
Yeah, well, you're right. All we can do is reach out. We can't make them do it.
It's always difficult too, as we're taking their employees too, to have a good relationship with them.
Well, that's true. Well, that's a reason why
they've
they should
taken
work
a
with us.
couple of ours as well, not the
True.
state tax commission, but the state of Idaho as a whole. All right, all right. Well, then we have tax cancellations.
Yeah, so we do have 87 tax cancellations, and we're really putting the push on to get these through. Next week is our last week, so anything we can get pushed through, and these are homestead exemptions, where there's no date for certification. So we're trying to get as many through, so the tax bills, so the treasurer has accurate tax bills, so most up to date, so. Our admin staff is really busy, so in total, we have 87 tax cancellations, and then we also have 1 casualty loss for a garage fire.
Yep. All right, any questions from the board on the tax cancellations, which are really not tax cancellations, but they are adjustments. But the code calls them cancellations. Any more, I'd accept the motion.
Make sure we clarify that when people are just listening for the first time.
Yep.
I'll move to approve the tax cancellations as identified on the agenda and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And before I jump out of here, I do want to say, I know Sherry is gone now, but our office works directly with her for the last couple of years, and it's really an honor to work with her. And I'd argue she's one of the best over there, and Ada County is really fortunate to have her on our team.
Well,
So,
thank you, we realize that, we know that.
don't let her know I said
We
that.
gave her, we gave her an award. We'll try to keep it secret.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. Well, moving on, we have treasurer's office.
Morning.
We pulled your stuff.
Yes, you did. We did request that, so those were for quitclaim deeds for properties acquired by tax deed that we offered for sale at public auction. Those two properties did sell, but one of them has not yet been funded. We expect the funds tomorrow. And so just wanted to hold off to make sure we had the funds in our coffers before you sign. So we hope to bring that before you next week.
Okay.
Regarding the tax cancellations, as Brad noted, we were pushed to get these reflected onto the tax bills. Then also next Tuesday at that OBM, any tax cancellations or adjustments that you approve will also be reflected on the tax bills. But then after that, the bill, we're locking our systems and the bills will go out, and any tax cancellations after November 4th will be a manual adjustment that we will have to reach out to the taxpayer to let them know the new amount due. So do appreciate the push from the assessor's office to get those through so that the taxpayer has the most accurate information when we generate bills. We'll start generating bills next week, and they need to be mailed no later than the 4th Monday in November. So that will be our priority in the next few weeks.
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just, she's not bragging about this yet, but they are going to have a separate sheet in this tax bill, correct? That kind of explains property taxes and what you're doing, what the assessor's office is doing vis-a-vis that, and help the people understand what the tax bill really is. And it's a very good product, and I would just alert the public that's gonna be there and to look at it, and if they have any questions about it, to contact us or the assessor and or the treasurer's office, because it's a good document. And the clerk's office too, 'cause they worked with it as well.
Yes, thanks for pointing that out.
Yes. Yeah. Any other questions or issues while we have our distinguished treasurer with us? No? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next up, we have the approval of the minutes for 10:14 and 10:21. I'll accept the motion.
I move to approve the minutes of the open business meeting of 10:14 and 10:21 and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now we have one change order. Ada County Sheriff's Office restroom upgrades. It's just an extension of the completion date, correct?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, specifically, we met with the contractor to renegotiate an extension of the project. Project got off to a rough start, so we're making this an official change to the contract to hold them a little tighter to some of these dates that they've given us.
Okay. Well, good enough. I'd accept the motion.
I'll move to approve change order number 1 as listed on the agenda.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, next, we have a little landfill thing. It's request to dispose of asbestos cement AC pipe in the Ada County landfill. And this is an out-of-county project, correct?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Yes, you are correct. The city of Cascade is requesting to dispose about 1,100 feet of asbestos-containing pipe. We are able to accept asbestos at the landfill, provided that it goes through the proper testing criteria to ensure that it's not hazardous. We're not permitted to receive hazardous waste at the landfill. Provided they perform the proper testing as well as the proper packaging of material to ensure that it's contained. When we go to process, we will be able to accept that material.
Okay. All right, any questions from the board?
No, Mr. Chairman, just thank you, Herb, for explaining that, because just seeing it on the agenda, some people might think that we're doing things we shouldn't be doing. So I appreciate your explanation of what we're doing and how we're doing it.
Well, this has gone through quite a process, and we're helping out the Cascade, because they don't have any place else they can dispose of it. We can take it because of our landfill and the process that we go through, correct?
That is correct. In addition, we are also charging the $58.50 per ton rate because it is out of county and it is a hard to handle material, so requiring additional processing for us.
All right, Any other questions?
And they couldn't do that in their landfill, correct?
There is no local facility for them to receive this material.
Does not Valley County take theirs over to Payette or something?
Payette does not accept asbestos, is my understanding.
Yeah. All right,
The-
good enough.
The nearest facility was in Oregon, is my understanding.
Is it just buried in the regular landfill, like regular trash?
We have a designated area for asbestos materials just to reduce the risk of exposure to the employees. Essentially, as soon as the material is disposed or placed onto the ground, we then cover it immediately with soil, which is not really cost effective for us because we're giving up a lot of airspace. We're not able to truly pack it like you would do traditional trash. And that's driving the fee for the 5850 fee, I should say.
All right, any other questions from the board? All right, well, I'd accept the motion.
I move to accept the request from the city of Cascade to allow the city to dispose of asbestos cement pipe at the Ada County landfill.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you, Herb.
Thank you.
Okay, motion carried. Now we have juvenile services. We have agreement 15931-24, Ada County Juvenile Detention Center fiscal year 2026 operating plan. Do we have anyone here to speak to that? Apparently not. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion.
I'll move to approve the Juvenile Detention Center operating plan for fiscal year 2026.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, next up, we have an interim event at Expo Idaho, Ducks Unlimited, dinner. Any questions or issues on the interim event? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion.
I move to approve the Expo Idaho interim event as listed on the agenda and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have some events at the Barber Park Education and Event Center. There's 4 events listed. Any question or issues with any of the events? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion.
I'll move to approve the Barber Park Education and Event Center agreements as listed on the agenda and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. Is there any other questions or issues with any of the events? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have 23 agreements. Once again, most of these agreements are renewal agreements. Any questions or issues about any of the agreements as listed on the agenda? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion to approve the agreements.
I move to approve the 23 agreements as listed on the agenda and sign and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, next up, we have the weekly indigent items. Are there any questions or discussions on any of the weekly indigent items? Hearing none, I will accept a motion to approve the weekly indigent items.
I move to accept the recommendations of the Indigent Services staff listed on the summary of cases dated October 28, 2025, and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there any other business need to be brought before the board today? Hearing none, we're adjourned. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Today is the 28th day of October. The time is 9:58. Okay, the board is in session, acting as the Board of County Emergency Medical Services District for its weekly open business meeting. All three commissioners are present. We also have with us
John Blake, paramedics.
Elizabeth Duncan, Communications.
and we have the real IT guy. Okay. Any changes to the agenda, Madam Clerk?
They're not.
No changes to the agenda. Okay. First item we'll take up is Claims Journal. Any question on the Claims Journal? No questions. I'd accept a motion to approve the Claims Journal.
I move to approve the EMS Claims Journal dated October 24th, 2025.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up, we have the approval of the minutes. Any questions or issues with the minutes of 10:14 and 10:21? I'll accept a motion.
I'll move to approve the minutes as identified on the agenda and authorize the chair to sign the documents on behalf of the board.
I second the motion.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, next we have 9 agreements. Any questions or issues with any of the agreements? Most of them are renewal agreements. Any questions or issues on any of the agreements? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion.
I move to approve the 9 EMS agreements as listed on the agenda and authorize the chair to sign the appropriate documents on behalf of the board.
Second.
Okay, you've heard the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, next we have the EMS update.
All right, briefly, on a personal note, I ran off and got myself married. Between the appointment of me to this position and that, this last couple of months has been exceedingly busy.
Is that what tipped it over for the marriage?
That's right. That's right.
Good, good. Well, congratulations.
Then right after that, we went to billing compliance and HIPAA privacy school last week in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Don't kid yourself, it's not nearly as exciting as it sounds. We spent a week doing that.
Eating chocolate.
There's a surprising amount there. Everything smells like or tastes like chocolate. It becomes nauseating at some point. And then we had a real successful 50th celebration last week for our department and for all our retirees. Many of them showed up, which was really good. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a good meeting, yeah.
That's all I have.
That's all you have?
Yep.
Well, any questions? When are you gonna have some of those bright colored buses?
We had one at the celebration at the 50th.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw it there.
Friday.
Yeah.
Looked good.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
It's fantastic. The graphics turned out really well. And so I suspect, I'm not sure if you all have something planned for down here. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Any questions for the director here? All right, well, any other business needs to be brought before the board?
Not as far as I'm concerned.
All right, we'll be adjourned then. Thank you.
Thank you very much.